Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome into another episode of the Run Your Day podcast. Dan Hafner, as always, joining you here this morning, my friends. It is finally Friday. Today's topic is this. My back. Oh, my back. As always, thank you for joining. So, hope you enjoyed that. I didn't actually hurt my back doing that, and I should say no backs were harmed in the making of this show. So, funny story. I'm going to kind of go on a little tangent here about how I feel so old. This week, I've just felt like I don't know why, if my posture's just been bad or I think it's just my posture, but like my back has just been hurting for just a while. And I know like having a desk job has never allowed me to kind of have like, the best posture over the years. But it's finally catching up to me. So I actually went and bought if you guys have ever seen one of those things on Shark Tank, it's the Better Back. Now it's not the Better Back, it's like a knockoff version of it, but it's the same deal. It's like it straps around your knees and then it goes around your back with a big like pad of support, and then it like buckles to kind of secure it all. So it kind of holds your back up and fixes your posture while you're sitting in a chair. And I put it on last night, and I will admit I did feel kind of like an old man sitting there in like I don't even know what, like a girdle or like whatever you want to call it. Like I just felt like, oh man, I can't believe, like I'm not even 30. This is not okay. But after I sat with it for like 15 minutes, I felt amazing. Like, I felt like that was the exact kind of support that I needed, like, right where I needed it. And it just felt great. And, I mean, you can find it on Amazon. Like, it's they're pretty cheap things, but they're, like, it's so simple, but they're really, really useful. And this is kind of what I wanted to tie in to, a lesson for the day was that, we all need support in certain areas of our life. That is kind of like a metaphor. That back support was the support I needed right where I needed it and when I needed it, right? When it was hurting. Like there's an area of your life where you're hurting, where you realize you need some support. Maybe it's in a relationship. Maybe it's in a career. Maybe it's in your body. Maybe there's something, like a knee you have an issue with, or, an elbow or whatever it might be. And like, that's what braces are for, like knee braces, right? They give support to the knee and make sure that it's actually not going to get all messed up again. When we played football, like, we all wore those. So it's tough and the thing about support is it's tough to ask for it. Right? None of us are really programmed to like always ask for help. To just be like, hey, like it's tough to admit. It's tough to get to a place to admit that like, hey, I need help or support with this because I just can't do it by myself. Right? Like the American society is very like independent. Go get it yourself. Do it yourself kind of thing. And it can be tough to kind of be in a place where like you need help and actually ask for it. But what I challenge, every one of you today, and as we go into this weekend to think about is, is there an area of your life that you might need some support, and what can you start doing in order to get that support? And that's my daily and weekend challenge for you, I should say. So, it's only about 4 minutes in, but I mean, I usually, don't get to the daily question and challenge for quite a while, but it's simple today. When I was sitting there with this thing on my back, it was just like such an amazing simple thing. And that's the kind of the other thing I wanted to talk about with support, right? Is it doesn't need to be complex. Like, we all tend to think like everything, every solution, every piece of software, every approach we take, everything needs to be complex. We need to like sit around and be analytical about it and figure it out. At least I've always kind of been this way in different areas, right? But it's amazing what happens when it's so simple. When we just realize like, oh, that's really all I needed was just something to hold my back up, or like, oh, maybe that was really all I needed was just to talk about this with someone. I've been internalizing it forever. Interesting, right? Like, it's amazing. It's amazing what can happen when you realize like the frustration you're facing or an irritation you're facing, and realizing like, oh, I need to either release this or find support for this or just get help with this in general. And it's amazing like what can happen on the other side of that. I've seen it with my back, my friends. Oh, my back, oh, my back. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I once again did not hurt my back, just in case any of you were wondering. I'm actually laying here in my bed, cuddled up with our little Chihuahua dogs. If none of you have ever seen them, they're super cute. Yes, I have Chihuahuas. I'm a man. All right, my friends, that's going to wrap it up for today. I will repeat the daily weekend challenge for you guys is, where in your life do you need a little support? And what can you do to start getting that support? That is my question and challenge for you guys as we head into this weekend. So that's going to wrap up the show. As always, thank you all for joining. Really appreciate you guys coming on and listening. We will come at you next week with a new batch of topics. We are nearing the 200th episode, my friends. It's going to be a good one. As always, thank you all for joining. Dan Hafner signing off. Make it a great rest of your day.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.